Hello and welcome. You piece of shit. All right. We'll do it live. Hello and welcome to the Nitwitz podcast. I'm your host, Eli, and I'm joined by Kolten.
Yo.
Jacob.
Hello.
And David.
Yeah.
And we got our new special guest, Colby.
Hello, everyone.
It is a Cubus.
It is the Colbus.
Colbus Cubus.
However the fuck you want to say it.
All right, real quick. Did you say yellow?
I said yellow, like, like hello.
Yeller, old Yeller.
Kind of like a dad.
Yeller is their word. You have to say yellow.
Yellowwood.
Oh my god.
You want some Yellowwood?
Watch your mouth.
It's a fucking brand.
You hate to see it.
Hate to see it.
Hate to see it.
All right, well, today we have some really fucked ass topics for you. So we're just gonna start this off all balls deep. We're gonna go straight into zombie apocalypse. What's your weapon you would choose? Where would you go? And what sustenance would you take?
Like what? When you mean by sustenance,
Food.
like
Food,
Drugs.
water,
Easy one.
Drugs.
Easy one is water. Realistically.
obviously.
But for the
Say you have to. Everything has to fit in. Perfect world.
Okay.
You have a normal sized truck, half-ton
I
truck.
was about to ask if it was copious or not.
But yeah, so you have you basically
this isn't a copious situation.
no.
This is your bug out vehicle.
You're bug out. You get one gun. You go to one place, and you have a set of sustenance, food, drink, water. It all has to fit inside of a half-ton truck.
What brand of truck is it?
A Ford.
We're
It's
not,
a Ford.
we're not gonna at brands. We're just saying a half-ton.
So I'll take one gun and I'll shoot myself.
Oh god.
I'll be caught dead.
In game. In game.
In-game.
Yeah.
In
Sorry.
game. Yeah.
All right. Who wants to go off of this? Because I know where I want to go with it, but it's pretty horrible. So
well, let's see what the guest has to say.
yeah, let's.
Well, so place.
gun.
I think the
You get a
place
Ford.
really. The place really determines everything about it. 'Cause if you pick like the swamp.
Swamp?
now.
The swamp.
This is my
Right,
swamp.
Shrek.
Because there's zombies, right? But also you gotta think about just normal territory. Be like, oh, you can pick the desert, but like zombies are,
They don't give a
You're not-
shit.
yeah,
They're not going to get dehydrated.
zombies are gonna be fine. You're gonna die before the zombies get to you. So realistically, a forest wouldn't be smart either. Maybe it depends, because a lot of different scenarios, a lot of different directions. That's a forest.
Cover and stuff.
But cover is good.
I just yeah.
Big cities are bad.
Horrible.
We've all seen Walking Dead. Come on.
Walking Dead, World War Z.
Come on. Somewhere open, but not bad. So like the Midwest.
Just go bumfuck Kansas.
Keep it vague for now. Let's go Midwest. Nice farmland, very fertile land. You can easily farm.
Yeah.
Weapon.
You don't have to be specific. You can pick like a
Weapon.
Okay.
Just
rifle or something. But if you want to go specific, you can.
Chilele.
Yeah.
Boba Fett.
Chilele, whatever they call it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Food. Ramen, because you can eat it raw or cooked.
No.
Don't matter.
Yeah.
Actually, that can kill you if you eat enough.
Dehydrate you.
It's
A lot of
sodium
sodium.
poisoning.
I swear.
I swear.
Hey, this is a hypothetical. Hopefully.
And then water. With maybe electrolyte packets. Water is nice, but get your electrolytes.
So what kind of weapon is what you said?
A shillelagh?
Yeah, what is that?
You've seen Boba Fett, right?
Yeah.
It's what Boba Fett made himself.
The sand people?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that steak with the curve at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
What?
Nothing.
Goodness.
God damn.
My bad. I inhaled a little bit of water.
You're not
The
supposed to inhale
fucking
that.
audio file for that. Jeez.
David, what would you take?
Me with my Ford. First off, the Ford itself,
No
pretty.
car, no car.
You think so?
Nothing.
Goodness. Continuing.
So,
16 car.
Weapon-wise?
Honda Ridgeline.
weapon-wise, how many weapons are we talking? Like
One
One.
weapon.
You get one weapon.
You get one weapon.
One weapon. I said that.
I was not listening, obviously.
Like,
There's just a list.
Yeah, you can look at the list.
All right. Anyways, so one weapon. I would go with probably something useful, maybe like a hatchet or machete. can chop down some wood, get some like firewood and stuff, and also use it as a weapon. Fairly easy maintenance on them as well.
Easy way out.
We're talking high. Okay, well, fine. I want to go.
No, you chose.
This is his.
I wanna go with-
Shut the fuck up.
I'm going-
Kobe.
Don't let me sway
I'm
you.
going with an English broadsword.
Yeah.
The place, middle of a city, ancient city. You know.
Ancient city.
Like Chichen
Sure.
Itza.
Like
Yeah.
fucking Rome.
No. Like
I'm gonna camp out at the Coliseum.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. No, actually, realistically, hatchet, weapon, / tool.
Multi-purpose. I like it.
Place, suburbs, like farming suburbs of a major city, metropolitan area.
Kind of like, yeah.
So, like, say, like, you're in a
Sort of
big
like I
city,
am.
Yeah.
because then, like, that's farmland and stuff. That's what, feeds the big cities and stuff. And on top of that, if you need to, like, do a supply run, got that city, you can always go get medicine.
And then sister.
If you need a new weapon, go there, get a new weapon. A little bit more risky, but I don't know if I'd. Well,
Go on.
I don't know if I'd do like a wooded, maybe minorly wooded area, probably.
You want some cover.
Want some cover?
So I'm saying the
Because if it's
Midwest.
open, like you can get. If all I have is a hatchet, I'm like sitting duck.
Depends.
Food and drink, water, easy.
I'm gonna go with soda or
No.
Gatorade maybe, even
Gatorade.
pure sugar.
electrolytes.
Sugar.
Just so you know, we're not sponsored by Gatorade or anything. It's just
Powerade, how about that?
Not a sponsor.
Powerade.
Not
Not sponsored.
Vitamin water.
You should sponsor us.
not sponsored.
You should sponsor
You
us.
should, but yeah.
That was
And
hot.
for food, various types of MREs because you can get protein, carbohydrates.
That's honestly
That's pretty
wow,
good.
That was pretty smart.
That was pretty good.
It's
close to what I was thinking,
vitamins,
but-
minerals, all that.
So you're saying like
water. And water. Here's the thing: MREs come with a lot of flavor packets for you put in your water.
Gatorade packets and everything else.
Exactly. You get MREs, you get water. You're all set.
That's close to us. That's good. That's good. You can eat one MRE a day and be fucking solid.
Yep.
Good.
Make them last a day.
Who's next? Who we
We'll
throwing
do
in?
you. We'll go
We'll go
on.
in a circle. All right. So
'Cause
obviously we're taking that truck 150. Fucking piece of shit.
Nice one. Good one.
Hopefully it doesn't have a Triton, but we'll throw it out there.
Hey, it's the new one.
It's
So
the new one.
It doesn't have the
New
trend.
one.
So it's actually it's pretty good.
Weapon,
Easy.
100%. I bring some kind of sharpening stone with a claymore. 100%.
A sharpening stone and a claymore.
Claymore.
The sword.
The sword, not
I was
the
like-
not the boomy thing. The sword.
I'm gonna
Claymore.
sharpen
I'm
a
gonna put-
claymore.
I'm gonna put two and two together.
Yeah, I'll bring my Roomba and my claymore.
Throw the sharpening stone and then duck behind the claymore.
No. No.
Alexa, play Fortunate Son.
Place. I was thinking like a probably go towards the beach, and if things get
Oh
hairy,
my goodness.
dip out to an
Wow.
island onto
Make
a boat.
like a raft.
Yeah.
Fucking,
Yep. Because then on
Wow,
that point, I
that's-
would also bring some kind of fire, like
Okay.
fire starters and
you're
stuff,
on
and
cheat codes.
and you
That's
can
crazy.
boil the salt water to get drinkable
Sure can.
water, and that's unlimited fucking drinks right there.
That's crazy.
Food. I was gonna say the MRE shit, sort of. I was thinking about bringing like a burlap sack of different type of seeds and shit to plant wherever you end up landing. So you know,
I mean, if you're on an
farmer.
island, I don't. Because like water is
Yeah,
salt water. I
you
don't
never
know if
know.
they go.
Well,
never know.
realistically,
Rain.
David,
If you're in a tropical area, it's gonna rain a lot.
Yeah,
Go to the Amazon.
fuck them.
there's a lot of things
yeah.
in Amazon I can kill you.
Yeah, you're not gonna get the
That's a lot of-
zombie problem.
hey,
you're gonna
hey.
get the.
But on top of that, you got Amazon though. A lot of food sources.
There's so much food out
I
there.
am curious though. Are these zombies called zombies, or they're gonna be like every other pop culture zombie where they physically can't say the word zombie?
like walking.
No,
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
gonna
cool.
say zombie.
We'll say they're like Walking Dead, how they have geeks. That's like that.
Walkers.
Well, they also have geek. Well, I guess that's Zombieland, not Walking Dead. So basically, like the smartest ones, will be like they know how to open doors and shit. Obviously, that's like the most intelligent they would be.
Is that,
Um,
wait, they could open
sounds
up
like me.
doors?
Yeah. That's Zombieland, dog. They have the geeks that can fucking open doors, climb fences and shit. But they're few and far between. I think I covered everything. Fuck them.
T800.
Actually, no, T1000's in 3. But
I'm thinking like the T-virus zombies, the ones that are like super fucked, you know?
Oh, dude, from
No
World
one
War
survived?
Z.
No. Like
From
Resident Evil.
Oh, dude, that'd be horrible.
No,
Not a sponsor. Not a sponsor.
That would completely
What?
destroy my strat.
Jacob over here.
Destroy my strat. No.
I think I covered everything. I had.
I'm saying most realistic like zombie
Go on.
thing
So like
would be like
Walking Dead.
Yeah,
is pretty
Walking
real.
Dead.
Like the realistic zombies.
At that point, I mean, a smart decision would be go to a fucking prison.
Why?
I mean, corridors and crap like that.
yeah, that's a funnel.
That's a funnel.
That's a funnel, but
That could work for you and against you.
all you gotta do is lock yourself in a cell, keep the key on you at night. You're safe.
Till they get in, and then
I mean,
Even if they get in, they couldn't get through the fucking.
Yeah, but now you're
Bars.
no,
trapped.
yeah, but yeah, now you can't get out.
Better hope
Well,
you
I
have a-
guess
Prisoners
going
are-
back to my thing with the hatchet, the sword, while nice, you know, they run up to the bars or whatever. You can start jabbing them. Or are we talking like modern day,
Well, yeah.
like with the actual like
it's the same
door, or
kind
like
of-
the
The fucking
Cell.
locking gate.
okay. So like the locking gate one, you could just start stabbing them, you know, through the thing until they all die. But think about it realistically. It's a sword; they break. I guess everything breaks, but like a hatchet, I feel is more rugged. You know?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Well, we got who?
All right.
You know what? Go on. Let's see what you guys say.
Weapon, crossbow.
Okay.
You can always make more arrows.
Yeah.
You can always just sharpen a stick, and a crossbow will usually be able to just and kill something.
All right, Daryl.
Okay, crossbow. You know, I'll keep going.
I mean, you could restring a crossbow with a lot of different materials. Sure, it may break faster than like if you get the like
So just
new shit,
why
but you
not a
can
normal
still.
bow then?
Crossbows,
Less strenuous.
yeah. Plus, it's also
That's true.
Well,
usually more effective.
More
Point and
user,
pull trigger.
It's more user friendly
Yeah.
instead of.
And you
less
can
control.
put a sight on that too.
We all are not Katniss
There's
Everdeen
sights
here.
on
Yeah.
bows, no bows.
Well, I could put like an ACOG on a
Yeah,
crossbow.
because you just
Sure
shoot
can.
like, you know, I'm gonna shoot like 400 yards
Well,
out.
it depends.
You know what?
He'll
I
shoot-
just might.
He'll just aim straight up in the fucking sky and pull the trigger and hope it hits something.
Anyway, let's see. You said weapon, then location.
Yep.
Location. I'm gonna mix the best of the two things that you said. Alcatraz.
That's exactly what I was thinking whenever
Yeah.
I said prison. Dude.
Island prison.
Alcatraz would be
If I were to
badass.
say Ozarks.
No,
Midwest
Alcatraz.
and beach.
Oh yeah. I mean that might not be bad either.
It's super
but,
fertile soil
Yeah.
down there.
Yeah,
Man.
it is.
But I'm
Yeah.
gonna say Alcatraz just because one,
There's islands there too.
that's gonna be extremely difficult for anything to get to.
But once it's there, it's there.
Right.
But if you're the only
But-
person there and a few zombies get there,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there's always
How would
there's
a few
always a
zombies
little
get there,
group
though?
that you stumble across. They're like, oh my god, please, and then you're like,
that's when you just stab them.
No. Okay. Realistically,
go on.
the only people I would have is I would have my friend group, so long as they chose to come with me.
Well, I'm not going, I guess.
And, I mean, that's fine. That's on you. I would have my friend group if they chose to come with me, and I would not take in new people. The human race is not going to be carried on by me. Like
I
I respect that.
can,
It's just-
I can respect that.
I'm going to live out the rest of my life, and when
however
I hit,
long that may be.
yeah, and if I like get to Alcatraz, I can live out a long life there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, when I get to the point where like I wake up in the morning and can't move for a couple minutes because it hurts,
Yeah.
that's when I just walk outside, right in the head.
Yeah, we'll
Or
see
you just
about
jump
that.
off the cliff and try swimming. We all know you can't. You can't swim from Alcatraz. People tried.
That's not true. There's 3 people who have done it.
How far is it from land?
It's like 2 miles.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but
I would
it's-
drown.
It's also super strong current waves.
Really?
I mean,
And on
yeah.
top of that, even though it's probably not that big of a deal, there are sharks too.
This is fair.
Backstroke. I'm saying it takes you
Weightless float, dude.
backstroke just gets you anywhere.
But the worst part of that is you're most likely to freeze to death.
Yes.
Because the
Even-
waters are
even
cold.
in,
The
like,
waters are
even
cold.
in, like,
Yep.
summer?
Yeah.
The waters are
Oh,
cold.
it's California, ain't it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird because it's the Pacific Ocean. But
Waters are just super
the
cold.
Well, I've
water-
heard California's beaches waters is like always cold.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
it's very close to the. Depends on what
Hawaii?
part of California you're in, honestly.
well,
Hawaii's
where
very
Alcatraz
good.
is
I love
the
Hawaii.
water's very cold.
Hawaii's overrated.
Hawaii, that would be where I want to go.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
well, getting there
Plenty
is
of forests.
nightmare.
Beaches. You said an area. I'm
Yeah.
saying Hawaii. One of the islands of Hawaii.
Fair enough.
Because then you can travel between islands because they have big cities. They have a lot of forested area.
Mhm.
There is farmland.
There are dinosaurs there though.
There are dinosaurs.
Jurassic Park and all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be a problem.
Lost. Shot there.
No one cares about it.
All right.
Anyway,
Not a sponsor.
and then
A lot of homeless people.
for my food, that's a good one.
You're
Probably
gonna be basic and say MRE, aren't you?
no,
No.
It's not basic.
no,
I mean,
because
smart. Let's get real.
MREs can only get you so far, and unfortunately, they do expire.
Lambless bread. Just a small bite fills you up.
Yeah,
It's also
I'm thinking.
It's also not a real thing.
Yeah, sure.
It's from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
So.
No, the bread, the cracker that I'm thinking of. There's
Not a sponsor.
Oh, tar. The
Yeah.
tarmac. Yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
and they keep them in like actual like civilian bunkers. Like if there was a
Well,
nuclear
it's like
attack.
a briquette of cracker that's like nutritious.
It's basically overcooked crackers.
Yeah,
So that actually does a lot like lambless bread.
and they're like they're like high in whatever you need like to keep going.
Yeah.
They're tasteless and terrible, but
Yeah.
you can survive off of them and they never expire ever.
Like Twinkies.
Those do expire.
I mean, yeah, you
Yeah.
give them enough time. Come on.
Yeah.
You ever opened a package of Twinkies? It's like wet.
Hmm They are still edible
That's like
after they expire.
There's dry as fuck.
They do expire.
Well, this ain't Zombieland. We ain't fighting to the last Twinkie.
Anyway, so I would bring those like Tark crackers. I think that's what they're called. Yeah.
Yeah.
And for a drink, obviously, just all I need is a pot, a pan, and a fire starting kit.
Yeah.
Or learn how to.
well,
That sounds like
fire.
that sounds
Make
like
a
a
bow
drink to
drill.
me. I drink some pot, some
Well,
fire starting
well,
kit,
realistically,
you know?
I can walk down to the water,
right,
scoop up some salt water,
right,
purify it.
right.
Now I have drinking water forever.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So
All right. Jacob over here. Let's see what you got.
Oh, I've been waiting. Alright, so for my weapon, I just want a really big, like, long stick. And on both ends of the stick, just have a bunch of spikes, like, coming out of them.
I'm telling you, the
Like-
stick wins. I'm telling you, this time, stick wins.
Just basically on both ends, so I can just twirl that bitch around.
sharpened sticks.
No,
So you're eating it, you're ripping
no.
off and eating it.
It's basically like two like maces on the end.
It's
right?
basically a spiked club, a
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
dual-wielded spiked
So you're gonna go
club.
get a barbell and just.
Yeah, basically flip that bitch around.
So like,
Dead Rising this
Location?
shit.
Okay, location. Most important thing. It will be out somewhere partly forest, somewhere partly not forest, and there will be a giant Thunderdome. And I will be the proud owner of a Thunderdome. We will have people on guard to kill zombies. You can come in, watch people fight each other, and if your fighter loses, you get 50% off their meat. And that will be part of the food as well, because I will run out of food
Eat
within
people?
3 days.
Dude.
So you're saying
Because-
cannibalism. I mean, hey, you gotta resort
I
to
mean,
what you gotta
at
resort
some
to.
point, you guys are just trying to survive. I'm thriving and vibing in zombie apocalypse. Like, you guys are like, oh, I'm gonna go to this location. I'm gonna survive. I'm like,
He's gonna have a
Thunderdome.
greenery just
I mean,
full
how
of
much
fucking pot.
Cannibalism happened on the passage to the west in America.
Hell yeah.
Come on.
But
man.
anyways,
Realistically, cannibalism, that's not good for you.
it is bad for you.
it'll-
It
it'll
is
be-
not good for you.
Even,
you know-
even eating like a good lean meat.
Yeah, no, it's
Bicep?
like eating human like deteriorates your brain.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like with
It's
any
alright,
other
it's
animal
the
too.
apocalypse. We don't
Like
have
when
to
cows.
remember shit. Just kill each other, because my food is gonna be a 12-pack of tacos, a party pack from Taco Bell.
Oh
I'm
god.
gonna run out that quick, and I'm
Sounds
also
really good
gonna
right
bring
now.
like
By the way,
a
not
book.
Actually,
I'm,
yeah,
I'm,
it
I'm
does
also
sound
gonna
like-
bring like a book of like a fucking like acid.
Goodness.
So we're just gonna be zooming through everything. And then for drinks, maybe like 2 or 3 Gatorades. And like
Why not 2 or 3
Oh, Four
cases?
Locos.
You have a
Oh,
truck.
no,
You
no,
get
no.
one option. It's
Couple,
2 or 3. Come on.
old fashioned.
Alright, so I'd
Yeah.
probably say actually never mind, scratch the Gatorade.
Okay.
We're just gonna go with an entire, like, the biggest, absolutely massive keg of Budweiser I can get.
Well, you better hide it from. Oh,
Oh.
redneck.
Be alright.
Come on.
Anyways, he'll be one of my employees. He'll be one of my arms there.
You're gonna pay redneck and Budweiser.
I'm gonna pay Redneck and Budweiser. He's gonna kill the zombies, and then people are gonna be coming across. They're gonna see little tiny me standing on top of the fucking Thunderdome, be like, "Come on to the Thunderdome!"
Oh,
He'd be known as bouncer dumper.
Yeah. I'll just be some crazy guy, like partly in the woods. You guys are just tracking along. You guys are like, I gotta get to this location. And he's gonna come across. Come to the Thunderdome. Watch people fight. You're like, it's a zombie apocalypse. I don't care.
Dude, it'd be like fucking Rick and Morty's Thunderdome in their post-apocalyptic
That's
world.
exactly how I
God.
envision it.
Oh
That's
god.
exactly how I envision it. Just two people fighting to death. Just cooking meat over there. Thigh or breast? Which one do you want?
I don't think human breast would taste too good.
I don't know. We'll have to taste out a titty or two.
It's like
But
straight
my-
fat. isn't it?
realistically,
Yeah.
let's.
Yeah, that's
If we wanted
What?
to be hyper realistic,
What part of the human body probably is the least used, like the leanest?
the least
Hamstrings.
used, that makes no
the
sense.
the most lean
leanest.
meat.
Yeah,
Hamstrings.
of human.
I think it'd be hamstrings.
Be the most
I think
used.
your calf.
I was thinking calf.
I don't
Dude,
know.
you walk more than you do anything.
Yeah,
Realistically.
I would assume your calf meat because it's
Yeah.
Isn't the leanest meat the one you use the least?
no,
No.
No.
it's the
It's
least
the
fat.
opposite.
Oh, okay. What's the one? Okay, then what's the least tough meat? Is what I'm thinking.
Oh, the most tender.
Yeah, the most tender.
So
part of
like
the human body.
it's like a 50-50 cut.
Abs.
It's like some Wagyu human.
You.
I'm gonna go
Um,
probably
Abdomen?
The
fat guy
tubber?
belly.
The tubular?
I don't. I think it would be.
Maybe no.
something-
Forearm would still.
What about bicep?
No,
No.
well, it
Bicep?
depends on the human.
Yeah, it also depends on the livestock.
Yeah.
Average human. I think. This could be wrong. Upper back.
Upper back?
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't
those
know,
are small.
man.
There's not a lot of meat there.
Yeah, there's not.
But-
that'd be more like bacon.
But it'd be
I would.
lean.
I mean, lower
as
back
well.
would be.
Low,
Yeah.
What about the butt cheeks?
No, because
about
my
the
lower back
lats?
Human
hurts a
bacon?
lot.
Dude, human bacon.
Wait, human
We're not
ribs.
supporting-
Human
we-
ribs.
Oh yeah, human ribs.
Dude, we are not
Oh my goodness.
we're not endorsing or what is that other word I'm looking for? We're not trying
Condoning?
to condoning.
Condoning or encouraging cannibalism.
Yeah.
This
Where
is
does-
But if you do it,
hypothetical.
Please email
Get
us.
back to us.
Yeah.
Email us.
and let us know.
We could always just read Jeffrey Dahmer's
We could-
According to Jeffrey Dahmer, people with tattoos taste like shit.
What?
Hell
Yeah.
He said ink tastes horrible.
Yeah. He said if you want to
Safe.
avoid cannibalism, never get a tattoo because people with tattoos taste like shit.
Who's the Jeffrey Dahmer?
Yes.
Jeffrey Dahmer, the people nommer.
He's a cannibalist?
Yeah.
You didn't know that? He used to drill holes in people's brain and inject cyanide straight into their brain to make them brain dead.
So his whole process is he would pick up gay men at a bar, bring them back to his apartment, drug them, lobotomize them in his bathtub, put them in whatever position he want, fuck them, kill them, when they died of starving to death or whatever, he would then chop them up and eat them, and he'd store the penises in a pickle jar in his fridge. He kept severed heads in the freezer, and then he would eat the...
Like,
What is
cable-
my bottom?
Realistically-
Cable Dahmer.
Realistically,
No, Jeffrey
No.
Dahmer, not Cable Dahmer.
realistically,
Okay.
who is worse, Jeffrey Dahmer or the fucking clown that I can never remember his name?
Oh,
Jeffrey the Clown?
No, he not
I don't know, man.
fucking. He kept all the bodies in his.
Pennywise?
No, he kept all the bodies underneath his house.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh,
It's like the 70s or something.
80s, 70s era. Yeah.
he didn't kill people as a clown.
No, but he was a clown.
Yeah, that was just his job. He was. I know who you're.
And he also was like
about.
a stupid good Mike. He was crazy good at starting businesses.
Yeah,
Really?
I know
Uh-huh.
you're. I did a.
Psychopaths are good at that.
Yeah, I've heard psychopaths.
Yes, John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah.
We got John Wayne.
His last name is... I don't know what's it.
But honestly,
Wayne's Cannon
who's
Fur.
worse? Who's worse, a cannibal or a person that got away with murder and had?
Didn't he like make lamps and like his couch out of
No.
their skin?
No, no.
was-
He
That was a
John
different
Wayne
guy.
Gacy was like, he would have people come work for him, like teenagers that are technically not allowed to work, and he would like kill them.
So like 14, 15.
Yeah, he would kill them and just bury him underneath his house because he had like a the old floor registers, the old school ones. there was a little like entryway underneath his house, and he would bury people underneath his house, and
crawl
then
space.
yeah, like a crawl space.
Didn't he get the house from his parents?
Yes.
Yeah, he did. I did a research paper on him in psychology class. He did use their skin. He would skin them, and he made lamps out of it.
Wild. But
I'd say that's worse.
he also
Hey, video idea?
No, my God.
he also put lime dust down there to help with the smell.
We skin
Really?
cold.
The only reason he got caught, like no one ever tied anything to him, was like police came over there because one of his workers went missing, and he obviously killed them. But I guess they weren't trying to tie it to him; they were just trying to ask him questions. And one of the police officers went in the bathroom, the air conditioning kicked on, and the vent hit him, and it smelled. He's like, I know the smell of a decaying corpse, and they searched the house and found all those bodies underneath the house. No one had a clue.
Yeah, there's
It was
a
wild,
ton
dude.
of bodies still there because they can't exhume them. They're like buried under feet of concrete.
Yeah.
Oh, I guarantee it.
He also hid bodies underneath concrete in some of his because he's also a construction worker.
Yep.
He hid bodies underneath some of the buildings he built.
Yeah. So there's a ton of people's bodies who can't be exhumed.
Yeah.
That's freaky.
If you ever want to learn about it, it's
I'll
actually
be alright.
no. If you want to watch, like I'm putting
Yeah,
this for them, but it's on Peacock. There's a whole series about him, and it's
That's
very good.
It's funny that we got this serial killers because that's what we stayed up until like 2 a.m. last night. Me and my girlfriend watching like true crime, and we
Dude,
watched.
like, what goes through your head when you do stuff like that?
You don't. You're a psychopath. You don't feel remorse. You don't feel nothing.
A
No,
lot
you-
of them, it's a like stress reliever almost.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Jeffrey Dahmer. I was listening to a podcast. What is it? The Last Store on the Left. What is that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
They
Probably too meta.
they did one on Jeffrey Dahmer, and it was just talking about how when he was like younger or whatever, he was a psychopath, obviously, and his dad was like abusive or something like that, but like then he became gay, and then for whatever reason his dad stopped being abusive. I don't know much about it. but-
Didn't he go to a one of those sexuality confusion camps? Basically, back in like the 70s.
Who are we talking about?
Dahmer. Because like they used to put people through that who thought they were like gay and shit because they didn't obviously agree with it.
No, he
His parents were actually kind of supportive about it, actually, in a weird way.
his mom was very mentally ill.
Yes.
His mom was extremely mentally ill. His dad was a chemist, and he started by like picking up roadkill
Yes.
and dissolving it.
Oh yeah.
He started with roadkill,
And
and then he found a hitchhiker. This first guy he killed
Was a hitchhiker. Yep, I remember that now.
And he picked him up. He was taking him to a concert.
picked him up from a concert.
And then he was like, "Man, I want to kill someone, or I really would like to have sex with this guy."
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Hey, man, you wanna do it?" And he's like, "No, man, I'm sorry, I'm not, I don't swing that way or whatever." And so he hit him over the head and killed him. He had sex. He forced him to have sex with him before he killed him, and then he killed him, and then disposed the body. It was really weird.
He was also an army medic.
He was in the
That's
army,
crazy.
and he was,
Yeah.
and his sergeant.
180 right there.
There was an interview from a sergeant, and his sergeant was like, he was a little off, and like
Yeah.
when we first saw a dead person, he didn't seem freaked out by it.
No.
He was. It's like he had already
Yeah.
dealt with that kind of stuff, and you learn in the army not to ask questions about that kind of stuff because obviously, they're people from like gangs and stuff.
Yeah.
And he, in the whole walk of life, joined the military. So.
No, he was an army. I believe he got dishonorably discharged because of something that happened with a patient. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm correct here. We don't. Obviously, none of us are like professionals on this shit.
I think he went through his full.
I don't know.
I don't
But-
think he did. I think he enlisted for a second term and then got discharged.
So we're gonna veer off that topic, and we're gonna take this time to fucking shamelessly plug Dubby. So if you guys are feeling down in the dumps, tired, and need a little pick me up, it's not illegal. Use yourself a scoop of Dubby. You can go to dubby.gg and use code Nitwitz, get 10% off the checkout. It's pretty great stuff there. It's cheaper than most other energy supplements, and doesn't give you the jitters whenever you're coming down off of the nice energy high. And it's just great all the way around. You know, they got new flavors out. They actually just released some new stickers that are pretty badass.
Oh, received and all.
w.gg. Use code Nitwitz.
He was an alcoholic as well.
Yep, I knew he was an
What?
alcoholic. So along with that WGG thing, I'm gonna have to go back and say that's probably what I'm gonna use in my zombie apocalypse.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll scoot on to the next topic here. We're gonna fucking go back to something like the last podcast, and we're gonna say pterodactyl versus bald eagle because we live in great old America. We need a bald eagle in one of these. So, who do y'all think would win in a battle?
Fucking pterodactyl. Are you fucking kidding me?
Man.
Pterodactyl.
I don't know. Have you seen how big a fucking bald eagle is?
Have you seen how big a pterodactyl is?
I mean, yeah, but I think it'd be a good fight.
I don't.
Just the bald eagle can dive bomb the fuck out of the pterodactyl with its 4-inch long claws and fuck it up.
Pterodactyl's gonna be like, that tickled, and fucking turn its head around, one chomp its head off.
Be all right.
Like, fuck they doing over there?
It'll be all right.
Have you ever actually like seen a pterodactyl at a museum?
No.
Dude, their head is like as long as this table.
Goodness.
And for people who can't see it, this table is easily five.
Stop. Pterodactyls aren't that big. Pterodactyl.
That's a pteranodon, isn't it? That's the one that's.
Pterodactyl's wingspan is like 3 feet,
Oh.
which is about the size of a bald eagle.
Thank you.
Oh, so I'm thinking of the wrong bird.
Serious? Jurassic Park.
Now- Pterodactyls.
You can't rely everything on a fucking movie.
Yeah, I can't watch me. I just did.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
I did till now.
I believe
Difference is-
1,000%.
What?
I believe
The head-
pterodactyls.
head-
So a pteranodon
oh.
is that big.
A pterodactyl versus a bald eagle. Honestly, I think it'd be a good battle.
It'd be a good battle because it's like
A bald eagle's bigger than that.
Okay,
Well,
well,
okay.
I think we were all thinking of the big one.
I wasn't.
I was.
I was.
I was definitely thinking they were about the same
Okay,
size.
so I'm gonna go with the pteranodon, or whatever the made-up thing was called. I'm gonna say the bald eagle would still win because speed.
Speed and it's sure fucking feet.
It can
man.
the talons can go through concrete. That's what I heard when I was a kid, at least. But like, think about it. Like the eagle could fly up above it and dive and just do the real quick roll by.
But pterodactyls have teeth.
Okay, and so do wow.
Well, no, they have a beak, but
So do eagles.
well, that's what I'm saying.
Eagles
No, I'm
have
saying
beaks.
eagle have a beak, not teeth. Like they have
But
a serrated
here's
beak.
the thing: is eagles have. That's why I'm sticking with the talons, man. They're
Yeah,
nasty
no. Now
fucking
that
talons.
I know that the
I think the
pterodactyl
eagle-
is smaller,
Yeah,
yeah, a
Adult-
bald eagle's gonna win.
adult bald eagle can be anywhere from almost 6
I get
foot to
that.
about 7.5 foot wide.
Yeah.
That's massive.
I don't know.
I think
Pterodactyls,
A bald eagle will win.
I
I'm
think
also
it's-
a little biased.
I think the pterodactyl will win because
No, there's no way.
the teeth, they have a sharper turning radius.
They are much more aerodynamic than a bald eagle. Much more.
Really?
Yes.
I doubt that.
That is fair. I mean, plus
Bald
you have
eagles
to
can
think,
fly faster, but they're not as
That's what I'm saying.
aerodynamic.
They could go up high, dive. and
you
just
also
keep
have to
doing that.
think that a pterodactyl is a reptile.
Well,
And
Cold blooded.
I don't.
So-
You're also going off of old science because there have been like studies done.
Feathers,
There are
come
probably
on.
feathers.
even T-Rex has said that they probably had feathers on them.
Well, yeah,
no,
most
raptors have feathers.
most
We don't know
dinosaurs
about
I've
probably.
heard
Had.
T-Rex.
Yeah,
I've
T-Rexes
heard
they are
T-Rex.
saying now that they have
Do
feathers.
not do that to me.
But either way, from that era, I would assume that animal is probably going to have a lot thicker of a hide. Like
Yeah.
it is probably
That's
going to
fair.
have
See what
somewhat
you're
some
saying,
armor on it.
But like bald eagle talons.
I mean, have you seen
Pterodactyls have talons. They have sharp claws.
They do.
Yeah,
They
but
do.
they can't use them when they're just chilling. And a bald eagle's like,
Why
dive
can't they?
bomb.
Why can't they?
Because they're dumb. Bald eagles are. I'm biased.
I
I mean, we'll never know because
mean, just we need Jurassic Park to bring us a couple pterodactyls and put them
Really?
in that pen.
You really gonna
Now
go there?
pteranodons.
all right, yeah, 23-foot wingspan.
A pteranodon's
Honestly, I
7
would say
meter
it'd be easier.
wingspan.
It'd be easier.
I think Pteranodon would 100% win versus bald
No.
eagle.
Yeah, a
way.
pteranodon is
Absolutely.
huge.
Yeah, exactly. It's like David and Goliath.
He could put the bald eagle under its fucking wing and come here, little kid.
Yeah,
He's
Dude.
good, though. Agility.
Thinking
Come
on the same
It's
same
3
span.
times the size.
You ever
What would
seen
win?
Real Steel?
Oh my
Come on, speed. Speed always wins.
What? Okay. Let's think about it. Who would win? An
Bald eagle.
owl or a crow?
Crow.
Crow.
Crows are so smart.
An owl.
No.
Crows are ridiculous.
Did
They're
you
one of the
know
smartest
Owls
fucking
are
animals,
fucking
dude.
vicious.
Did you know?
Owl.
Any bird is vicious. Let's get real.
Did you know that owls and crows are born with a hatred for each other?
Interesting.
How the fuck did
That is
somebody
a
learn
true
that?
fact. Almost always,
That's
if an
how it
owl
is.
sees a crow, they will attack the crow.
That's how it's supposed.
Crows are smart. They hate owls,
Because they're dumb.
but on top of that,
That was dumb.
they go. A lot of times, there's a lot of fighting between crows and owls,
Okay, do you want to repeat yourself one more time?
and crows are smart. Like I said,
Yeah.
You can train
so
a crow.
they gang up on owls.
You can train a crow to bring you money.
Okay, a group of crows versus one owl?
No, I'm just saying in general.
Okay, let's be realistic.
And yeah, I'm being realistic. It's a real thing.
No,
I'm
no.
not saying owls.
It's a real thing, as he's on fucking Wikipedia.
Hey,
All right,
no.
we're no longer in 6th grade. We can
For
use
Trinidons.
Wikipedia.
That's true.
Not a sponsor.
I mean,
An
yeah.
owl without a doubt's gonna win.
I don't know.
Depending on what type of owl, like,
You ever seen how sharp a crow's beak
Have
is?
you
have you ever seen how sharp an owl's talons?
Have you ever seen an owl skeleton?
Fair.
Yeah.
It's
Fucking
scary.
weird.
The birds.
And then
all-
also, it's
Got some long
it
ass
is
legs.
hands down the most
They
quiet
do.
bird in the world.
I have heard of Ash. I have heard
Yeah.
of that.
Dude,
And
I-
you have to think of it. So depending on the owl too.
Yeah. So my brother and I, we were literally sitting out back one night at our parents' house. Doing late night activities outside and whatnot.
Yeah, go on.
And we were sitting there, we were looking up in the tree, and I was like, dude, that's an owl. I was like, cool. And we're just waiting for it to like do something.
Story.
And then we look away, and then I just looked back barely in time. I didn't even hear anything. I just had a sixth sense to look back over. I see the owl go down, scoop a like a baby rabbit, and go back up into the tree in like less than 2 seconds. I was
Kind
like,
of tight.
I didn't even hear nothing because the baby rabbit was dead on impact.
That's
'Cause
Oh,
of
yeah.
how-
That's
because
kind of not gonna.
its
That's kind of
talons
tough.
are-
So another thing to think about:
Realistically, though, crows are pretty smart.
crows are like a decent sized bird.
Crows are also the smartest fucking bird in the world.
A raven.
It also
Um,
depends.
Ravens are the smartest.
No way.
Here, hold on.
It also
hold on.
depends on the kind of owl too.
Lexi,
Yeah.
are crows or ravens the smartest bird?
This is an
Crows.
outside.
Okay.
This is an outside source.
Thank you.
But I still agree.
Okay. Well, I asked my girlfriend because she worked at a pet store and sold and worked with birds for like 2
Must
years.
be nice having
So-
Yeah, because they sell crows at pet store.
They
She
sell
just
anything,
knows-
dude.
Yeah.
It depends on the pet store as well. Because there was this
You gotta
sketchy
try.
ass pet store, close-ish to where I lived, that sold illegal merchandise, illegal animals you're not supposed to own.
Like tigers.
No. They sold. Well, there was almost exclusive reptiles. They sold a lot of like not legal to own reptiles there.
Interesting.
Anyway, so on the owl thing, if it's like a crow versus like one of those little dirt
Like
owls,
a barn owl.
not a barn. Those fuck up a crow. I don't know
Well,
if
that's the
you-
most common owl.
Barn owl?
in our state. Yes,
I don't know. I just know that's
Yes.
the most common owl.
in our state, it is the most.
Okay, well, crows are also pretty common in our state.
Yeah,
Whatever state that might be.
yeah.
Whatever state we might be in.
But also,
Or province.
like if it's a great horned owl,
I already said we were from the
you
USA.
realize how
Or
big a
district.
great horned owl is?
They're
No,
massive.
no.
They're massive.
They're huge.
Jamie pulled it up.
Like,
Yeah, that's great.
yeah,
No.
they are huge. I'm telling you, man, crow would get its shit pushed in.
It's like gray horned owl is like the classic way.
Just
people
like-
think of owl.
Just like hyenas and lions,
Well,
both
they're-
eat each other as well.
It's like the one. It looks like the one from Ocarina of Time.
Its average mass is 3.2 pounds.
That's
Uh,
light.
I could
I
kick.
could
Well,
pump-
yeah,
I
they're
could
they're
kick
extremely
a
light.
crow's ass.
No way. Birds are scary, man.
Dude,
Okay, yeah,
you
they're
can't. be
4.6 feet. They have a 1.4 meter wingspan. 4.6 feet.
That's insane.
That's a big bird. You like imagine a small child like against
Speak.
that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Birds. Birds scare me.
Birds are terrifying.
They're
Dude,
very terrifying.
Here's the difference between me and a bird, though. It flies at me, grab it,
Yeah, right.
neck.
Bro,
snap.
Ozzy Osbourne, that shit. Just bite its
Instantly.
head off.
Oh my god.
I
with the
dare you
bat,
to go
with
to
the bat.
Australia. Go to Australia and
The cat.
try and fight a magpie.
Dude, magpies are nutty. They'll just fly in your fucking house and be like, "What up, dude?"
They will like bite your eyes out.
I'll kill it, dude. It's simple.
Magpie's
Grab
the
it.
size of a crow.
Grab it. Man, your hands may get a little
So
bit
normal
fucked
looking
up.
bird,
You snap his
but it's
snap his
aggressive.
fucking neck.
Oh, yeah.
Extremely.
Magpies are the ones that will, or no, it's the shrike. The shrike will pick up its prey and impale them on twigs, sharp twigs and thorns. They
Imagine
will
a bird
pick up-
flying into a locust
Dude,
tree.
it looks badass though.
A
Yeah.
magpie?
See that?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
That looks
beautiful.
majestic.
Look up a shrike. Those things will pick up. They're like a mouse or something, or like a small like whatever they're eating, and just impale it on a spike.
Get fucked.
Dude, I'm telling you, birds are.
At the
birds are
Thunderdome, we impale our prey on spikes.
The Thunderdome.
All right, so
That's my weapon in the zombie apocalypse. I'm gonna go get a magpie from Australia and just.
Just a bird.
I'm just,
Oh,
I'm gonna get an
loose.
emu.
It'll fly
we're
away.
we're gonna take a fucking
Put it on
tangent
a
here.
leash.
Go on.
We're gonna take it large. We're gonna come out of left field.
Segway.
Segue. We're segueing on to the next left field fucking batter.
batter.
What am I saying?
One might say, wet or dry masturbation.
Oh my god.
You like using using like lotion, lube, or whatever, or just straight fucking grab your cock and
I'm
go
not
at
gonna
it.
You can't be a you gotta be a man. I go dry every day.
See?
Yeah.
Now, which do I
Sandpaper?
prefer, or which do I do more often?
What comes natural? Like what do you find yourself doing?
Dry.
Dry.
It's
Scrap
the
meat?
easiest dry, but what feels better? Wet, for sure.
I'm not gonna spend very long on this topic.
Let's go off on a bit of a tangent. No, seriously though. Well, dry, it's just so much easier. Less cleanup. You know?
Yeah, just
And then
It's just convenience. That's
it's
all
very
it is.
convenient. You
It's
don't have to get up.
Because then
and,
you gotta try and
can
like
start
use your
doing
hands whenever you get done using like lotion or something. You can't hold on to fucking nothing.
anything. It's just fucking.
It's just convenience. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
just
convenient.
dry. So
But if I have time, if I'm not like in a rush, you know. Yeah, why not?
Lock the door.
Leave some lube. Yeah, lock
Lay on the
door.
bed. Set the lighting. You know.
I tend to like I have these like blankets from like Spencer's Gifts and stuff that are like really soft. I tend to just toss one on top and grab my schlong from the outside. It's nice
What
and
the
soft.
fuck?
But yes, it is dry. But yeah, I just sit
So
there
wait,
like
when you
Finish.
now, okay. My question is: would you rather have like
I've-
a woman or dry? Like what?
A
what's
woman.
better? Oh, okay. I was curious.
Also, I like this method because I yeet the blanket off me every single time, so I don't get it all dirty. So it's like I'm practicing my pull-out game.
Okay,
Oh,
you
God.
no,
I
because
don't
the
think
blanket's
it's
still
the
dirty.
same.
No,
yeah,
no,
the
it's
blanket smells like dick now.
And
Smells
it's
like
got
dick
like,
geese.
and on top of that, like all that pre-cum
No,
and shit.
no, I am serving himself.
That's gross.
Well, I mean, it was just something I thought of last minute. And I was like, you know what? I'm curious.
All right.
Okay, no, okay.
Next topic.
No.
Well, there isn't another one. So
Yeah, there is. You have one more on here.
Do I really?
Yep.
Weather.
The weather.
Oh fuck! I don't know where y'all are at. Whoever's listening, but like the entire Central America is getting bum fucked by a random weather storm.
Wherever that might be.
I just said just the entire.
The
Central-
middle-
I mean,
West.
people. I think we've already told people.
I'm
we're,
saying,
we're in
like-
Missouri.
I'm saying like,
I don't think we did.
Well, now they know.
well, it was. Let's see.
Well,
3 weeks ago.
Most free state in the union, Missouri represent.
3 weeks ago, it was 60 degrees outside in December.
That's fair.
The week after,
Last
so 2
week.
weeks ago.
Yeah, I thought a week ago it was 60.
Yeah,
It was
Two-
this week. We got
Yeah.
to 60 degrees.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But 2 weeks ago, it dropped all the way down in ice and barely snowed. And then the next day after, it was 45, 50 degrees and went up. And then it just dropped. It was what? Thursday, it was 55 degrees. Last night, it was 40 and dropped all the way down to 12. Ice snowed 8 inches or some shit.
And Tuesday we're hitting 50.
And now we're
Yeah.
at 50 on Tuesday.
And then
Really?
Thursday and Friday we're hitting like 15 degrees.
And like we had random tornadoes, December tornadoes through, I mean, Tennessee.
devastating.
Devastating.
Oh, yeah, I heard
Through
about those.
Tennessee and all the stuff down, all those areas
The
down there.
world's
Kentucky, too.
ending.
Kentucky.
People
Yeah.
say change is good. Climate change, good.
Good.
Natural selection.
I'm saying climate change, good.
Darwinism.
I love
I
change.
mean, technically, the climate has changed on Earth without humans being here.
We just need to
It's
learn how
natural.
to control the weather.
We were not Avatar: The Last Airbender.
No, not like that. We
I
just
mean,
control it
realistically,
like,
like,
science.
During the dinosaur era,
Yeah, go on.
the average temperature I think used to be between 114 and 126.
I would cook.
Well, we would, but they,
Right, but they're
You know why,
warm-blooded,
right?
That was
the copious amounts of not destroyed ozone.
that, and the amount of oxygen that was produced was 3 times the amount what we have.
Yeah.
But I also hope you know that the oxygen, the
Back
oxygen.
then.
That's why everything was so big back then, because
Yeah.
there was enough oxygen to be able to.
I could go back, take 2 breaths, and grow up to be 6 foot.
Well, it would take time of your body.
Hell yeah, dude!
Um,
I'm going back in time to become 6 foot.
No. The reason
luck.
why there was so much
Just
oxygen
making
is because
sure.
there was so much carbon dioxide in the atmosphere too, which
Yeah.
is what helped hold in the heat. So there was a lot of oxygen and a lot of carbon dioxide. It was the same-ish ratios that is
Yeah.
now,
It's
just
more.
much higher.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, that's just the way it was. So
There was a movie that I watched recently. It's got some relatively famous people, Jonah Hill and a few other people.
Don't look up.
Yes, Don't Look Up.
Is it actually good?
It's pretty
I
good.
thought about watching
It's
it.
it's pretty good. It's basically like a movie where the person who plays Katniss Everdeen. Yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence. She's an astronomer and she discovers a meteor that's heading towards Earth,
Mm-hmm.
and it was 7 kilometers in width.
Okay.
So we're talking
I don't
extinction.
speak communism.
Wasn't
Ex-
that the same as with the dinosaurs?
It's bigger. 3 times the size.
Holy shit!
3 times the size of the meteor that supposedly wiped out the dinosaurs.
Yeah. 7
And-
kilometers, 4.5
No.
miles.
Well, yeah, something like that.
Because 5 kilometers is 3.3 miles.
Yeah. So it's relatively large.
Yeah.
And they found it and they estimated by using some physics that it was going to hit in roughly 50 days.
Yeah.
And they tried telling the president. The president it's a very good depiction of what world is today in
Didn't
the
the media
U.S.
just say just ignore it basically?
They basically ignored it. They were like, "Oh, we're going to have our people check it,"
Yeah.
because it was college students working on their doctorates that found this.
Oh.
And so basically the president ignored it. And finally, whenever it's a female president in this, whenever she went down in the dumps on her
No
polls, when she went down in the dumps on her polls, and then she was like, "Yeah, we should really focus on this meteor to try and bring herself back up." It's a very good depiction of what the U.S. is today,
That's crazy.
and
Yeah, I heard about that actually.
it's a very
what's funny is that a bunch of media places give it bad reviews.
Really?
Mm.
That's hilarious.
I wonder why.
That's
You ever
hilarious.
notice how any media that gives something a bad review, it's usually a good movie?
no,
Yes.
Yeah.
they just give bad reviews.
Hashtag Rotten Tomatoes
They-
sucks.
They
It
just
does.
give
Does.
bad
It
reviews
does.
to anything that isn't woke.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because there are some good movies that they give good reviews to, but there's also a lot of good movies that they give bad reviews
like
to
when that
because
movie
it's not helping them
Parasite-
out.
it's also all down to opinion on that point.
It is.
You
as well.
you didn't bring up transgender rights in this movie,
Right.
Exactly.
And with the Don't Look Up, they basically just shat on the entire industry.
Do they shat on
Told them that
everything?
they were frauds.
Yeah.
They shat on everything. It was so great.
Basically a documentary.
It was scary
Yeah,
how
District
accurate
9
it
kind
was.
of feel?
Yes.
Really?
It's scary how
Interesting.
fucking accurate it is and how added it goes to the US government.
I want to watch that right now.
It's so
Right now?
good. I'll watch it with you.
Dude, I watched
Really?
Chappie for
Yeah.
the first
Like
time.
Right me
Dude.
now, after.
Chappie's such a good movie.
Chappie
It
is
is
such
very
a great
good.
movie.
I haven't finished it.
Oh my
Such
God.
a great movie.
Chappie's so, dude.
But I love District 9.
District 9 is
Made by
really,
some
really
people.
good.
10
Yep.
people, yeah. You can definitely tell it's me.
You can tell.
It's very good.
Even if I wasn't told, I could be like. I'd probably try
What
to
is
guess.
District 9?
District 9 is the guy, all the aliens that come to the world, and the guy
Yeah.
gets
It's like a monument mockery or whatever it's called.
he gets attacked by an alien and he starts changing into
Oh,
one. One of
okay,
the guys
yeah,
high up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
it's filmed as a documentary, but it's
Yeah.
still a movie.
Yeah.
Now
Yes.
I can say one of the worst movies I've ever watched, Ready Player One.
No,
Never seen
it
it.
wasn't that bad.
It was so bad.
It wasn't that bad.
I didn't like it. That and the other one that's all first person. Like it was reported with a head-mounted GoPro.
Oh, Henry.
Henry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Try
That's
Hard
just-
Henry or something
Yeah,
like that.
Die- or yeah.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
So hard. Hardcore Henry.
Hardcore. Yeah.
Hardcore Henry. So fucking bad.
I actually never heard of it.
Horrible.
It's
honestly.
legitimately looks like somebody
was-
strapped a GoPro to their
It
head
was
and made a
kind of
movie.
cool. I don't know. I
Probably
kind of liked
was.
it.
I like cheesy movies.
Okay.
Like that's why.
So Hardcore Henry was just like
You're cheesy.
there was a robot,
You're welcome.
right? Or it was a
No, it was
guy.
a person.
No, it's a person. It's like it was filmed on basically a GoPro
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
strapped to his.
I mean, I'm sure. it
Head or
was,
chest,
actually.
something like
Yeah.
that.
I don't know. It was pretty good.
I didn't like it. Now, has anybody here that hasn't seen it planning to watch the new Matrix movie?
I want to.
Oh,
I want to
man.
watch
I
it.
kind of don't
It's-
want to ruin it for me.
We're
It's
not gonna
bad.
ruin it. It's not the greatest.
It's
From what I've
horrible.
heard. From what I've heard.
I
It's
wouldn't say-
absolute fucking garbage, trash, dog piss,
Is it
shit,
really?
cum,
I
fucking.
Oh my god.
I wouldn't go that far as saying it's horrible,
Your
but
opinion's wrong. So-
if you were expecting it to be a pickup left off from the last Matrix, it is not whatsoever. And that's why I feel like so many people don't like it, because a lot of people had such high hopes. Like, oh my god, it's like Neo came back and is just continuing. It's a completely different storyline.
That's
yeah, it's
And it's
not.
exactly what I was expecting them to do, and that's why I wasn't so upset with it, because how are they going to continue from where they did?
They can.
They still could have done a better job of picking up. But I mean,
Basically, they all get re-entered in the Matrix.
yeah.
not only that, like the whole concept of slight spoilers here doesn't ruin the movie. But yeah, spoiler alert, the whole concept of this AI literally rebuilding their bodies and then downloading their consciousness back into their body and then using that rebuilt body for power again was so fucking
But
like
it kind of does pick up, because if you remember the end of the last Matrix, he gets rid of the agent, which was the corruption in the movie, and they said, okay, the Matrix is cured, like it's back to normal, and that's why they were put back in. They never said they were put back in, but this movie kind of goes off of that.
I'm not gonna lie, it's been a while. I've seen all three, but I don't remember a damn thing.
I'm
Can I be
just saying.
honest with you?
Hmm.
I've never seen the Matrix.
I've
Dude,
seen all
the
three.
Matrix series
original
is so
original
good.
Matrix movies, great.
Don't remember
Not-
a damn thing.
Now,
This new one
not
though,
once.
I
I gotta say,
Not one of them.
another movie that I really expected them to fuck up, and they sort of did, was
Keanu Reeves
with
did good.
Keanu. It has Keanu Reeves in it. Bill and Ted's Most Excellent Adventure was
Yeah.
one of the last movies, but the new Bill and Ted, I was expecting them to fuck up so
Oh, I
bad.
heard about it.
It's
It's actually
actually
pretty good.
it's actually pretty good.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never seen any of them.
I'm just ready for the new
It's pretty good.
John Wick.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves came out and said he's like, as long as you guys keep coming to watch him, I'll keep
Yeah.
making the movies.
He enjoys doing them.
Now, there was also another one that
Yeah, guns. Come on.
he did another interview, and then someone
Oh,
asked
like
him if you could make a sequel to any movie you've ever made, what would you do? And he said Constantine.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Hollywood
But-
Will
wouldn't
not.
let him.
I
Hollywood
don't-
will not
I
let him
don't-
make a new
honestly,
one.
I saw that. I've seen that
Constantine's
video.
Such a good movie.
I don't know what movie
Yeah.
that is.
I've
You've never seen Constantine?
Oh
you
my
need to watch
God,
it.
so
Such a
good.
So fucking
Is it
good,
like-
dude.
What kind of movie is it?
He is.
I guess you could say more of like real.
He's like kind of almost a rogue priest with psychic-ish powers.
Yeah.
And he walks the line of like defeating evil but not really being good.
Yeah.
It's
Such a good
Like an
fucking movie.
anti-hero?
Yes.
almost.
Almost.
Yeah.
Have you seen the movie? Shitty movie. It's called Priest.
Yes.
Oh,
I think I've
yes.
heard of it.
Seen it.
It's not shitty. It's
I
not
like
good.
it.
It's like a cult classic.
Yes.
I like
it's
it.
got a cult.
I know. Me
following.
and you watched it. I don't know how many fucking times.
Dude, I've watched it probably easily 20 times.
Oh my
fucking
God.
love
I
it.
gotta say-
Priest. I kind of
Simple
like it.
brain.
I kind of like it.
I gotta say, the movie I've watched the absolute most is Deadpool 1.
Really?
I've watched Deadpool 1 over
It's
120
cute.
times.
No, you haven't.
I dead
no,
serious,
There's
I
no
have.
physical way.
I dead seriously
Let
have.
me do the math on that.
It's like
While
an
you're
hour and
doing
45
that-
minutes.
While you're doing that, best movie I have ever seen, hands down. I will never change my answer, unless they make like a second one, and it's just as good. Interstellar.
Interstellar is so
I've
good.
never seen it.
Now,
Oh
the,
my God.
The Martian.
It was.
I
not-
want them to make a new Martian.
It's
Granted,
just- that's
There
that
was
a
multiple
good-
books in the
that was
series,
a fun
though. I
movie.
know.
That was a fun movie to watch.
Martian was so good because he gets so fucking close to getting water
Mhm.
and then gets fucked.
No, Interstellar, my
Interstellar was
all-time
amazing.
favorite. I
It
saw
was
it
amazing.
3 times in theaters.
Now, while we're on the topic of movies, who's excited to see the new Avatar? whenever
yeah.
the fuck it comes
I am
out.
so excited. I
I'm
cannot wait.
I'm telling you, I'm
fucking
letting them
ready.
take as long as they fucking want.
I-
They took
I would
what,
agree.
12 years on the first movie?
No, it took like
10. It was 10.
10.
It was like yeah.
Because
was
it
like
came out in
10.
2009. It was, and the next one was originally supposed to come out, and no, it came out in 2010.
2009. It came out in 2009. I guarantee it.
Okay.
We all have phones sitting in front of us.
Maybe
We,
pull that up.
I know it
we
was
are
early.
literally just pulling shit out of our ass. And
It's either 2009 or 2010. When it first out.
2009. Yep.
2009.
Okay, and it was supposed to come out in 2019.
The second one.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Oh,
then
but-
it got delayed.
It got delayed to
But
2020.
C-word.
and then
no,
Yes.
and then
not
and,
19.
And then the C word hit in 2020.
Yeah.
And now we're just having more issues.
But with how good the first one is,
It's fine.
take as long as you
Yeah.
fucking want. Because I don't want a
Okay,
repeat.
okay.
I don't want a
I've-
repeat of what happened to Cyberpunk.
I literally watched. I
Yeah.
literally watched Avatar twice in one day. It was so good.
Dude, I used to watch Avatar. That was the only movie I watched when I was a kid. I wouldn't watch anything else.
Such a
besides-
good movie.
It was, oh my goodness.
The second one's
Oh
like
my
the
goodness.
plot of the second one sounds so awful though.
I mean, it does.
What's the plot?
I'm really scared for
I
what
just
they're
like
gonna
the
do
visuals.
because they already have a plan. They're making 4 movies.
They are. They already had the names of
They're
the
exploring-
Avatar, Avatar 2, Avatar 3, and
Exploring
then
Pandora.
Avatar
That sounds
4.
like that sounds badass.
That's a game.
That's a game.
Avatar 2. Sci-fi action.
Oh. No, they also are making an Avatar free world or like free roam game.
Release
are,
date
and it looks
December.
like
Release date
awful.
December
Yeah.
16th,
Yeah.
2022. It's not a game.
Then I don't know what the game is, but
The game
yes,
looks
they're
Jake Sully and
Game looks
Nitiri have
terrible.
formed a family and are doing everything to stay together. However, they must leave their home and explore the regions of Pandora.
They're picking up where they left off in the end of the first movie.
Yeah. Well,
How the
they
doctor
should-
didn't
well,
make it and
no,
he
they-
did.
No, they fucking should.
You can't leave us off like that.
No, you cannot. 1,000%. When I first watched it, I was like, there has to be a second one. There has to be. Everyone's like, oh, James Cameron doesn't make, a sequel movie. They don't make sequel movies. And I was like, oh, what do you mean?
Dude, whenever I watched it, I remember the first time I watched it was with my mom. And she went to bed early because that movie's like, what, 3 hours long?
yeah.
No.
Yes, it is.
Avatar, it's 2 hours and 42 minutes.
The
Fucking
director-
3
Fucking
hours!
fuck off.
The
Have
director's cut.
You ever watch Extended Edition Lord of the Rings? Yeah.
you ever watched The Sound of Music?
Yeah, actually, yes.
Fucking 4-hour long
Actually,
movie.
Yes, I have.
But
Braveheart for 2 hours
Oh,
and
okay.
54 minutes.
goodness.
Freedom.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna
Avatar the director's cut is 178 minutes.
When I hear
Holy
2.5
fuck.
hours, some people are like, that's a long movie. I'm like, no, it ain't.
no, 2.5 hours is like what I consider a good movie.
That's a normal. That's like a decent-ish length movie.
Okay. What is everybody's thoughts on the newest 3 movies of Star Wars?
The new gen
Terrible.
series. I don't.
Okay.
So sad.
okay.
Sad.
So
I'm just gonna start off with this. I fucking called that Rey was Palpatine's granddaughter from the beginning of that
I'm
series.
not gonna lie. I thought she was a Kenobi for a
I am-
while, like everyone else.
I did not. I knew she was Palpatine's daughter
I am
or granddaughter, I guess, in that sense. But
Right.
I am okay with
I also haven't seen 9.
where it went. I didn't really enjoy how they did it,
no.
but I'm okay with where they left it because of all the series that are coming out, and the next 3 movies are supposed to continue off of
They're
that.
making a second sequel.
They're making
so
there's 9 or there's 7, 8, 9 now. They're making
Yeah.
10, 11, 12.
okay. hang
But
on.
George Lucas is supposedly coming back to help
Yeah,
with
we'll
these.
see.
So
about
is
that.
7, 8, 9?
So is John Favreau.
Has 7, 8, 9
Okay.
been
Yeah.
Okay.
deemed canon?
What?
Has
Yes.
the last 3 has been deemed
Yes, they
canon?
have been deemed
Oh,
100%
I thought
canon.
They weren't.
They were not canon for a while.
No, that was all. It's always been canon. That was a big running like.
Gag.
It wasn't even a gag. Like someone like some random like
Like a meme.
false like.
Oh, I
They
know what
just
you mean.
trolled
So,
the internet
yeah.
saying it wasn't canon.
Yeah, they said
So-
it wasn't canon, and they made it look like they're like a nice. Like who are the people that like put out like these people. I'm stupid.
Fake
Yeah.
news.
Fake news, yeah, fake
Go on.
news, yeah, fake news outlets.
Go
CNN.
on.
It was a fake news outlet that said that they weren't canon,
Go
I
on.
thought they
and a
weren't
lot
canon
of
for the
people
longest time.
believed. You think? Yeah,
I didn't think
did
they were
too.
canon.
I did too, and then I looked it up. It's like, yeah, that was a fake news like article that people released.
Anyway, since those are canon, but they're also saying that like the Mandalorian, Boba Fett, all that is canon as well.
So when did wait no hang on Mandalorian took place between what movies?
So right after the Death Star was blown up, Luke like got rid of the second Death Star and everything. He burned his dad, and then like within a couple of months, he went and found Grogu with the Mandalorian and took Grogu. Now,
Granted, Mandalorian that doesn't happen in Mandalorian. I
Yeah,
mean, it does, but not really.
yeah, Luke
Okay.
literally shows up.
That's
and takes
fair.
Grogu.
Yeah.
Anyway, so in the books, which these are loosely based off of, the books and the like mini comic series that was created about this, Grogu gets trained by Luke, comes back to the Mandalorian, takes the Darksaber and wears Mandalorian armor and helps him. That's in the stories.
That will be phenomenal.
That's what the stories are. And so far, this has been, I mean, very roughly, very loosely based on the stories that have been created.
Well, also, none of the books are canon anymore. Damn, they are.
Some of them are. Legends, everything from Legends has now been deemed canon.
Has it?
Yes.
I haven't read the book, so I couldn't.
Because of the whole, with the 7, 8, and 9 movies, how Leia was a Jedi, that's from Legends. So they deemed Legends canon.
Just because they made Leia a Jedi does not mean that the books are canon.
Dude, when I saw...
Well, they have said that they're canon.
When Leia was, like, blasted out into space and she just forced back, I was like,
That's,
come on.
yeah. I mean, to be fair, I mean,
It was cool, but, like, come on.
Plo Koon was able to do it. Like, he was able to go out into outer space.
Yeah, but he's also
I guess it was a
cool.
respirator.
Plo Koon's
It was
also
actually
cool.
9 years after.
I'm gonna say my all-time
9 years.
favorite,
Yeah,
Okay.
not necessarily Sith, but
9 years.
anti-hero,
Mhm.
General Grievous.
Oh, 1000%.
He's an anti-hero. He's a fucking villain.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wouldn't
He's-
call him Sith either. Though.
He's not Sith.
I didn't say he's a
He's
Sith.
an
He's
AI.
Just a
He's
villain.
not Sith.
The villain. I'm sorry.
He's not an AI.
No, he's
It's
not.
fair, he's not an AI.
He's
not.
100%. He was a
He's
species.
bio.
He was like
He's
one of the
bio.
greatest warriors on his planet, and then
It was like a fish species, a reptile, or
Yeah.
amphibian species,
Yeah.
or something like that.
and then he started. He wanted to be better at fighting, so
he
he
was
kept,
transferred to a robot, wasn't he?
he
His
kept
consciousness.
giving himself cyborg upgrades.
Really?
He still has a heart and a brain.
Lungs,
It's pretty much
organs.
just
I thought it was an
RoboCop.
accident. Like he got,
No.
he was like
No.
terribly.
No,
injured.
he by choice decided to get all these upgrades.
Oh.
He did that to himself.
I always thought it was an accident of some kind.
What?
Yeah, you're very wrong with that, by the way, bud. It was Palpatine.
No, Palpatine's fully normal.
Yes.
Okay.
Speak.
No, you're fucking wrong. So
Yeah.
Grievous originally was like one of the greatest warriors, whatever. He had an army for himself. What happened was he was underneath of Dooku, right? Dooku got in an accident, and he told Grievous that it was the Jedi who had done it, which is why Grievous hates the Jedi in the first place, even though it's Count Dooku who was the one who got him injured. It was then, it was
Oh my
either
god,
you die
that's right. Me.
or you become a
I was just
cyborg.
okay. Fucking shit
He
on me.
absolutely hates that he's a cyborg, except the fact that, you know, with him having the droid army, he did make modifications to himself, but it was never a choice. Count Dooku put him in a position where he got severely hurt. So, sorry to bust your bubble.
Shit on me.
Get
Yeah.
shit
That's
on.
right,
Yeah.
your Star Wars
Shit on me.
girlfriend, shit on you. Anyway, bye.
Shit on
Thanks
me.
to the best guest star.
Yes.
Guest
Guest star.
Because I'm the guest star.
Thanks, babe.
Let's get real.
You're welcome, babe.
How
Thanks,
much?
babe.
How much time have we had?
Quitting now, aren't ya? We're a little past an hour.
Yeah, that's why I said that.
Well, I guess that's a great place to leave it off.
yeah.
Get shit on at Kolten.
I may not be here next week.
His
I need time to recover.
his butt's hurting.
I need some ice.
Okay, before we stop, what is your thoughts? Spoilers on the last episode of Boba.
I haven't watched any of Boba.
Are you going to?
Why?
Yes, I'm going
It's
to.
Good.
I just haven't started.
Well
it yet.
then it's.
I'll tell you why.
The
I have been
Rancor.
watching. I have been watching the new Dexter.
Oh, okay.
Is it good?
Fucking phenomenal.
Well, there's 7 days in a week, and only one episode comes out a week, so
Realistically, yeah.
Fucking manage your time better.
Come
On
on.
top, hey, on top
it's like
of that,
45 minutes max.
on top of that, the Rancor. Just
Oh my
saying.
goodness,
Oh
I'm
my
so
God.
excited. I'm so excited.
Oh, dude,
Oh,
that's so-
so excited.
All right.
I
Well,
can't believe Machete shut up.
I was kind of sick, dude.
It's just an actor. I mean, you can Google that.
I mean,
He's in them.
yes. Okay.
Get the story. Yeah, you should have watched it, dude.
All right.
Everything.
On that note, I got shit on. So, thank y'all for listening. You know,
Or fuck you. I mean,
whichever.
Yeah.
I mean, if you like us enough or if you hate us enough, even come back and listen next week or whenever these actually get posted. Signing off. This is the Dumbass Nitwitz.
Godspeed. Godspeed.
Yeet.
Bip.
Bip.
Call me Mr. Nitpick, a gamer with the quick wit. Always keep my shit lit. Welcome to the Nitwitz. Nitwit shit's lit. Get with it, click quick. It's Nitwitz, bitch. It's Nitwitz Twitch. Check them out now.